Started with a text. Ellie, we're all staying home because of the ice storm. Christmas dinner's off. Stay safe, my mom wrote. I stared at my phone, a pang of disappointment hitting me hard. But I got it. Nashville winters can turn brutal fast. What I didn't realize then was that this little message would ignite a firestorm, unraveling decades of family lies and flipping my world upside down. I'm Ellie, 32, an accountant by trade. Until last Christmas, I thought I was just the oddball in my family, the quiet, career-driven sister who never quite meshed with their rowdy social vibe. My younger sister, Mia, was the golden child, the one who could do no wrong in our parents' eyes. Me? I was the wallflower who paid the bills. That Christmas morning, with the ice storm keeping me home, I decided to make the best of it. I brewed some hot chocolate, flipped on a cheesy holiday flick, and tried to shake off the loneliness creeping in. By 3 p.m., I was doom-scrolling Instagram when my heart flatlined. There it was. A post from my cousin Tara. Perfect family Christmas at Mia's. So blessed to be together. #family traditions. The photo? My entire crew, mom, dad, aunts, uncles, cousins, even grandma, beaming around Mia's fancy dining table. All decked out in festive sweaters. Through the window behind them? Clear, sunny skies. No ice storm. No cancellation. Just me deliberately left out. My hands trembled as I swiped through more pics. Dad carving the turkey, Mom arranging her famous Christmas cookies, my nieces and nephews tearing into presents. The ice storm was a lie, a slick, cruel excuse to ditch me while they partied without a second thought. My stomach churned. How many times had they pulled this? How many canceled events had gone on behind my back while I sat alone, buying their stories? The next morning, my phone rang. Mom's voice chirped through, all fake sunshine. Hey, sweetie. Hope you had a nice, quiet Christmas. We missed you. The casual venom in her words made my fists clench. That was it, the moment everything shifted. Growing up, I'd always been the good daughter. I scrubbed floors with Mom, aced school. Even ditched my art school dreams for accounting because they said it was practical. Mia? She flunked out of college to become a yoga guru, and they called her a hero. When I worked late to help pay off their mortgage, I got a shrug. 3 years back, when Dad had surgery, I took weeks off to nurse him, cooking, driving, managing meds. Mia swooped in for an hour, snapped some selfies, then jetted off to a yoga retreat. Guess who they bragged about? Not me. My aunts and uncles were no better. They'd gush over Mia's free spirit while prodding me to lighten up. My promotions? Boring. Mia's Bali yoga gig? Legendary. I'd tell myself it didn't matter, that family was family. Even last month I slaved over Thanksgiving prep for Mom, only to hear her credit Mia while I just sat there. I swallowed it like always. When Mia announced she'd host Christmas, I offered to help. She waved me off, wanted it perfect. I should have seen the red flags, but I was still clinging to the fantasy of our happy little clan. Truth is, I'd spent my life chasing their approval, excusing their slights, pretending I didn't notice when they forgot to invite me to last-minute get-togethers everyone else magically knew about. I thought if I tried harder, gave more, they'd finally see me. Boy, was I wrong. Really? I said into the phone, voice steady despite the rage boiling inside. Because Tara's posts show everyone had a blast at Mia's, everyone but me. Silence. Mom stammered, Mia threw it together last minute. You know how you are at gatherings, quiet, awkward. We thought what? I snapped. That lying to me, leaving me alone on Christmas, was better than admitting I wasn't wanted? Don't be dramatic, she sighed. We just wanted it to be perfect. That's when it clicked. This wasn't a one-off. How many times? I whispered. How many other cancellations were lies? More silence. Then, Ellie, you're so oversensitive. This is why what? I cut in. Why you erase me unless you need something? Why me as the star while I'm the inconvenience? We love you both equally, she protested. Mia just tries harder. I laughed, a sharp, bitter sound. Tries harder? I paid your mortgage. I cared for Dad. That kind of trying? Her tone hardened. If you're going to be like this, maybe we need space. Call when you're reasonable. Click. 32 years of excuses shattered in that moment. I didn't have a family, just people who shared my blood and treated me like a spare part. Something snapped. I was done playing doormat. I fired up my laptop and typed a scorching email to the whole crew. Parents, Mia, Aunts, uncles, cousins. I saw the Christmas pics, the one I was told was canceled due to a fake ice storm. You didn't just exclude me, you lied to keep me alone. I attached Mom's texts next to their smiling selfies and hit send. The fallout was instant. Aunt Linda claimed they forgot to update me. Uncle Pete called me dramatic. Tara deleted her posts and whined I was stirring trouble. Mia's email was a masterpiece of condescension. You never fit in, Ellie. I wanted one perfect day. This was for your own good. Right. My parents? Instead of owning it, they doubled down. Mom called family friends, painting me as unhinged. Dad emailed about family privacy and how I'd crossed the line. Mia texted, Mom's crying. Everyone's mad, all because you can't handle being the problem. They'd lied, yet I was the bad guy. When I wouldn't grovel, they upped the ante. Mom ambushing me at work. Mia posting cryptic, toxic family rants. Dad threatening to disinherit me. It didn't scare me, it freed me. This wasn't a family, it was a cult I'd finally escaped. And I had a plan to prove it. A week later, an old family friend, Diane, messaged me. Ellie, I've seen the social media mess. There's something you need to know. Can we meet? At a quiet downtown cafe. She slid me a manila envelope, guilt etched on her face. I've carried this for years. Your dad made me swear to keep quiet, but I can't anymore. Inside? Bank statements and legal docs from 15 years back. My jaw dropped. Grandpa had left me $300,000 for my education and future. Money I'd never seen. Dad, the trustee, was supposed to release it at 25. Instead, he funneled it to Mia's accounts for her yoga studios and tropical getaways. There's more, Diane said. Grandpa left properties for you and Mia to split. Your parents sold them using a power of attorney you signed at 18. For medical emergencies. They said. I felt sick. I'd paid for school with loans, helped with their mortgage. While they blew my inheritance on Mia and guilt-tripped me for not doing enough. Why now? I asked. Because they're trashing you online, Diane replied. They're scared you'll find out. This isn't just wrong, it's illegal. The pieces fell into place. Their panic, their smear campaign, it was all to keep me in the dark. As an accountant, I knew fraud when I saw it. I thanked Diane and got to work. With her docs, I traced every shady transfer, every forged signature. I hired a lawyer, Jenna Brooks, an estate fraud ace. This is textbook exploitation, she said. We can go criminal if you want. I mulled it over. Jail would tank their reputation. But they'd already torched our bond. Still, I gave them one shot to fix it. I emailed them for a family meeting at my place. They showed up smug, expecting me to cave. Mom started, Ellie, we're so glad you're seeing reason. I slid 3 folders across the table. Read these first. Inside. Proof of their theft and Jenna's letter. Return my money with interest and confess or face charges. Dad went pale. Mia shook. Mom blustered. This is blackmail. No. I said coolly, it's a choice. You stole from me for years. Diane's ready to testify. She had no right, Dad began. You had no right, I shot back. You sold my property, funded Mia's life. Watch me struggle. You've got 48 hours. They bolted, Mom sobbing, Mia in hysterics. The family chat lit up with their allies, but I stayed calm. I had the truth. The deadline passed, no confession. No money. Instead, they shredded evidence and leaned on Diane. Too late. I'd already filed charges. By afternoon, cops were at their doors. Dad was cuffed at work, Mia's studio seized. Mom arrested mid-charity brunch. The local paper ate it up. Prominent families' fraud exposed. Their perfect facade? Dust. A year later, I'm in Denver watching snow blanket my new home. The case wrapped months ago, plea deals for Mom and Dad, restitution ordered. Mia's yoga empire tanked. She's a receptionist now. Most relatives ghosted me, but I don't care. I've got real friends. A solid job, even a few cousins who apologized. Diane visited last week, bringing an old album of me and Grandpa. In one pic, he's teaching me to fish, both of us cracking up. He knew you were the strong one, she said. He'd be proud. Grandpa's gift, stolen for years, finally gave me what money can't buy. Guts to fight back and freedom to live my way. Revenge? Nah. This was liberation.